Dear student, due to coronavirus, school started online classes for your study. So you can subscribe Golden Flower Palia YouTube channel, like and press the bell icon.
Hello students. So dear class 11th, ninth students, dear class ninth students, today we will discuss about the next cell organelle of the cell, that is the endoplasmic reticulum. Today I will take the topic that is the endoplasmic reticulum. As you know very well, we have already discussed the detailed structure of the plant cell and the animal cell. You know very well the different organelles, different structures which are present in the cytoplasm, they are considered as the cell organelles. They are considered as the cell organelles. So out of that we already have discussed the main topics, that is the nucleus, mitochondria, chloroplast, and today we are going to start the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is a double membranous cell organelles which is present in the cytoplasm. So first of all, the endoplasmic reticulum observed and named by the Porter. Observed and named by the Porter in 1945. In 1945, this is the discovery of the nucleus. Who has discovered the endoplasmic reticulum? That is the Porter. Now, before starting the endoplasmic reticulum, I would like to tell you that endoplasmic is a double membranous cell organelle. Endoplasmic is a double membranous cell organelle which is present in the cytoplasm. It starts from the nucleus and it may raise to the wall of the cell membrane, or the, you know very well, for example, this is the nucleus. This is the nucleus and this is the endoplasmic reticulum. So endoplasmic reticulum starts from the nucleus and ends to the cell membrane. Cell membrane or plasma membrane, you know very well. So it will start from the nucleus and it will ends to the it may touch to the outer wall, that is outer covering, that is called the cell membrane or the plasma membrane. So before starting the functions of the endoplasmic reticulum, I would like to tell you about the components of endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, in short form, it is called ER. Endoplasmic reticulum, in short form, it is called the ER. Components of endoplasmic reticulum: cisternae, vesicles, and tubules. Okay, so these are the three cells, or you can say these are the three parts, these are the three sub parts of the endoplasmic reticulum by which the endoplasmic reticulum is made up of. इन तीनों चीजों से मिलकर द एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम मिलकर बनता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड द कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम. That is called the components of endoplasmic reticulum. If we will talk about the cisternae, it is the long tube-like structures like this. Okay. This is the structure of cisternae. Cisternae are the small tube-like structures in the endoplasmic reticulum, which is the part of ER. Now, second one is the vesicles. Vesicles are the spherical and round shaped structures, these are called vesicles, and these are which are represented by the dots, these are ribosomes. These are ribosomes. Now the next one is the tubules. These are the tubules, and these tubules are also the component of endoplasmic reticulum. These three are also called the components of the endoplasmic reticulum. Means by these three substructures the endoplasmic reticulum is made up of. Now come on the structure of the endoplasmic reticulum. As it is, you can look here. This is called the nucleus. This is called ER, and these are ribosomes. These are ribosomes. Okay, these are ribosomes. Now after that, what we have to do? We have to study about the types of ER. Types of ER, endoplasmic reticulum. It's a very short topic. You don't have to study in the very much detailed form. So just you have to understand that what is the endoplasmic reticulum, what is the discovery, what are the components, and what is the function, what are the functions of the endoplasmic reticulum. So types of endoplasmic reticulum: SER, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. SER. In short form, smooth endoplasmic reticulum is called the SER. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum means the endoplasmic reticulum on which ribosomes are not located. Means the endoplasmic reticulum on which the ribosomes are not located, they are called smooth endoplasmic reticulum. They are called smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now second one is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, RER. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, in short form it is called RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum, on which ribosomes are located. That is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. So dear students, on the basis of the presence and absence of the ribosomes, rough endoplasmic reticulum is represented like this. You can look here the difference. Here you can look here the dot-like structures which represents the ribosomes, the presence of the ribosomes, and here the ribosomes are not located, not present. So this is the difference. This is called the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and this one is called the rough endoplasmic reticulum. These are the two parts of the endoplasmic reticulum, two types of the endoplasmic reticulum. Now come on the next part of this topic, that is the functions of endoplasmic reticulum. Functions of endoplasmic reticulum. First, helps in the formation of nuclear membrane helps in the formation of nuclear membrane at the time of cell division. Second part is RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum, helps in protein synthesis. Third part. SER helps in the formation of lipids and cholesterol. Fourth point, SER helps in internal transport. Next, ER, smooth and rough both. ER, endoplasmic reticulum, works as a endoskeleton, means provide support internally to the cell. You can add here to the cell. So what are these? These are the functions of the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Not rough, not smooth, both. The endoplasmic reticulum, the main function of the endoplasmic reticulums are, the first one is the help in the formation of nuclear membrane at the time of cell division. You know very well, this is the nuclear membrane. So at the time of the nuclear cell division, the AR helps in the formation of nuclear membrane. Second one, RER helps in protein synthesis. SER helps in the formation of lipids and cholesterol. SER helps in internal support, because you know very well this nuclear endoplasmic reticulum helps in the internal transport. Transport means inside the cells, if the substances have to move from one place to another place, so endoplasmic reticulum helps in that transport. ER works as an endoskeleton, means provides support internally to the cell. You know very well, the endoplasmic reticulum starts from the nucleus and ends to the nuclear plasma membrane or cell membrane. So it is the endoskeleton. It works as a skeleton from internally, so which provide the support to the cell. I hope this topic is clear to you. Okay. So today I am taking a very small topic, that is the next topic is the from the same chapter, that is the vacuoles. So the next topic we are going to start, that is the vacuoles. Vacuoles are vacuole. If you will recall your memory, in the plant cell you have studied a large space in center of the cell. This is called vacuole. If you will recall your memory, then in the plant cell you have studied a broad structure is present in the center of the cell. This is called the vacuole. So today I will discuss about the vacuole. Vacuole is fluid filled space called cell sap. called cell sap. Okay, beta, now listen everyone. This is the vacuole which covers the maximum part of the plant cell. Vacuoles are large and distinct in plant cells. Vacuoles are large and distinct in plant cells. Okay. In animal cells, vacuoles are absent. If present, then very small size. Then in very small size. This is the summary of the vacuoles. The outer covering of vacuole is called tonoplast. The outer covering of vacuole is called tonoplast. Vacuole is bounded by unit membrane called tonoplast. Vacuole is bounded by unit membrane called tonoplast. The outer covering which covers the space of vacuole, this is called the tonoplast. Now one more thing, it stores proteins, amino acids. It stores proteins, amino acids, toxic substances, it is called sac. So it is called sac. Okay, so the vacuole is also considered as it stores the cell sap. It stores the cell sap. Now next one is the types of vacuoles. Types of vacuoles. As I told you, in animal cells the vacuoles are absent. If they are present in some kind of the animals, then they will be very small in size. So the types of vacuole, first one is the sap vacuole. Sap vacuole present in plants. This is called the sap vacuole. Second, food vacuole present in unicellular organisms like amoeba. Third, contractile vacuole. Contractile vacuole present in unicellular organisms present like amoeba, paramecium, etc. Okay, as I told you, sap vacuole is responsible for storing the different substances. Food vacuole, it is present in an amoeba. Food vacuole is responsible for storing the food which engulfed by the amoeba. Contractile vacuole, it is responsible for maintaining the water amount inside the body to outside the body, that is called the contractile vacuole. So these three are the main types of the vacuoles. Now today I will tell you about the functions of vacuoles. First, it helps in it provides turgidity to the cell. Second, vacuoles are helpful in osmoregulation, osmotic pressure. Third, it stores the toxic substances it stores lipids, amino acids, etc. So these are the main functions of the vacuole. It provides the turgidity to the cell. Turgidity means it provides helping to the plant cell to maintain the turgidity so that the plant cell be in a proper shape. Vacuoles are helpful in osmoregulation. Osmoregulation means, you know very well, the unicellular organisms like amoeba and paramecium, they lives in the water. So if the regular continuous water will get inside the cell, after some time the cell will become rupture. So that is why, to maintain the water balance inside and to outside the body of the organism, that process is called osmoregulation. It is also called the osmotic pressure. It stores the toxic substances and it stores the lipids and amino acids. So dear students, today for this is the topic. Today I have discussed with you the vacuoles and the endoplasmic reticulum. So in your homes, be safe, stay your home, and keep working, make the proper notes. All the best. God bless you.
Do self-study at home and stay home, save lives. Thank you very much.